India and Russia are set to deepen military-to-military cooperation. New Delhi and Moscow are in the process of signing a new deal that would aid military-to-military partnership, which increases interoperability between the forces and enables swifter refuel and reload operations. The nod from President Putin comes days after his carpool with Kim Jong-un in North Korea, followed by a state visit to Vietnam as Russia boosts its regional partnerships amidst escalating tensions with the West. The new pact with India also follows soaring Russia-China cooperation amid the ongoing war in Ukraine and tensions with US-led NATO. This new military cooperation pact shows the India-Russia strategic partnership will not be abandoned by President Putin and Prime Minister Modi despite ongoing geopolitical compulsions. So why is the new India-Russia military-to-military pact crucial? Now, it's called the Reciprocal Exchange of Logistics Agreement, or RELOS, and its finalization has been delayed for a number of years. This new deal would enable Indian military and Russian military to utilize each other's assets without bureaucratic delays, thus enabling swift operations in joint military drills and war games, while allowing assets including Indian Navy warships or the Indian Air Force aircraft to refuel and reload quickly and smoothly when operating in Russia's backyard without any roadblocks. Now, this pact has been given the nod by Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin, who has directed the Russian Ministry of Defense to negotiate the final signing with Prime Minister Modi-led Indian government. Despite India's increasing defense ties with the United States for military hardware, including armed drones, jet engines, and Stryker armored vehicles, Russia, by far, has been the biggest defense partner for decades of India, which has been the world's largest arms importer since the 1990s. As the Arctic gains increased importance given its vast untapped energy resources and new shipping lanes connecting the eastern and the western worlds, the RELOS Pact will enable Indian naval or air force presence in this region. The new Military Logistics Act will enable the rising superpower India to project power not just in the Indian Ocean region but all the way from the Mediterranean to the Western Pacific regions. Similar Russian Navy or Air Force assets would benefit from quick turnaround times, including refueling, repair, or spare parts when sailing through the Indian Ocean region. In 2021, New Delhi and Moscow had also finalized the Military Technical Cooperation Agreement. But Russia will not be the first country to sign such a military-to-military pact with India. In fact, India sealed similar deals with all of its Quad allies, including the United States, Australia, and Japan a few years ago. India also has similar agreements in place with strategic partner France, along with the Asian nations South Korea and Singapore, as well as Vietnam in the South China Sea. When officially signed, the new RELOS agreement will come into effect for the next 5 years and will automatically renew unless either country cancels it. According to reports, BRICS partners India and Russia are also working on a similar Navy-to-Navy agreement. Even in an increasingly divided world in the 21st century, India continues to balance its neutral foreign policy. On one hand, continuing the decades-long trusted India-Russia defense cooperation, while on the other hand, fostering increased military cooperation with the United States and Quad allies to jointly face the threats to regional and global security posed by an increasingly aggressive and expansionist China. But the big question is Russia India's most trusted defense ally? And will India be forced to pick a side between Eastern and Western blocs? Leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to Inconnect News for daily updates on current affairs and geopolitics.